Welcome back, class. I hope you had a great fall break. We're back at it. This is the first video for second quarter. We are doing lesson 4.1 unit rates. All right, that's what we are covering this week. So we got a few examples to go over to help you out with your classwork. So let's go ahead and jump into example number 1 now. All right, so let's look at example number 1. Lisa hikes 1/3 of a mile every 1/6 hour. How far does she hike in 1 hour? So let's look at our rates. I have 1/3 of a mile and 1/6 of an hour. Okay, so we want to figure out our miles per hour, right? So we want to go the miles divided by the hours. So 1/3 divided by 1/6. Now, when you divide fractions, we don't have to worry about finding common denominators or anything like that. But when you divide fractions, what you're really going to do is you're going to multiply to the reciprocal of that second fraction, right? So the reciprocal, if you don't remember, that's when we flip the fraction upside down, right? So we would flip both of these numbers when we get the reciprocal. So now I just have a multiplication with fractions. And when we multiply our fractions, we multiply straight across, right? The numerators we multiply together, and we multiply our denominators together. So 1 times 6 is just 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, I can simplify this. 3 goes into 6 2 times, right? So that means we're going to walk, or Lisa's going to walk 2 miles for every hour. Now, a little trick going back to this section right here, whenever we multiply, you can cross cancel numbers if you can see it. All right, if you struggle with this, then just go ahead and multiply and simplify at the end. But you can simplify before you multiply. In this instance, I know 3 can go into 6, right? 3 goes into itself once, and it can go into 6 2 times. From here, I can multiply, and I'll have 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 on the bottom is 1, or just 2, right? It's the same answer. All right, I just wanted you to be able to see that. You can simplify before you multiply the two fractions. However, if you struggle with it or you're not seeing it, that's okay. You don't have to simplify before you multiply. It'll help you and save you a little bit of time when you simplify your answer. But it's okay to get, so just multiply it straight out and get a bigger fraction or improper fraction and then solve from there or simplify from there. Okay, so it's the same thing and it's okay. All right, so let's look at example number 2. While remodeling her kitchen, Angela is repainting. She estimates that she paints 55 square feet every half hour. How many square feet does Angela paint per hour? All right, so we got to look at our units here. We know she paints 55 square feet, and it's every half hour, right? So those are our 2 units. And we're looking for square feet per hour, right? So we want square feet per hour. Okay, so I'm just going to put in the numbers here. It's going to be 55 square feet for every half hour, right? 1 half hour. So that's what we're dividing here. We're going to go 55 divided by 1/2. Now, 55 is a whole number. To make this a fraction, I would have to make it over 1, right? Because any whole number stays the same when we put it over 1. Now from here, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So my first fraction is going to stay the same, and I want to multiply to the reciprocal of the second one. So we flip it. So now I have 55 over 1 times 2 over 1. 2 times 55 gives me 110, and I have 1 on the bottom, right? So 110 divided by 1 is just 110. So she actually paints 110 square feet per hour. All right, so let's look at example number 3 here. In this example, we have 2 pools are leaking. After 15 minutes, pool A has leaked 2/3 of a gallon. After 20 minutes, pool B has leaked 3/4 of a gallon. Which pool is leaking faster? Okay, so I'm going to look at pool A first, right? We have 15 minutes and it's leaked 2/3 of a gallon. Okay. For pool B, we have 20 minutes and it leaked 3/4 of a gallon. Okay. Now, what we need to find out is which one is leaking faster. So let's go ahead and work on pool A first. So I know it's leaking 2/3 of a gallon for every 15 minutes, right? Now, I want to get this into hours. Okay, I don't want it in minutes. We want to try to get it in hours. So for 15 minutes compared to an hour, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, and we want 15 of them, right? So that means 15 minutes is actually 1/4 of an hour. So that's what I'm going to divide. I'm going to go 2/3 divided by 1/4. Okay. Obviously, we got to multiply by the reciprocal, right? So I'm going to flip 1/4 and make it 4/1. When I multiply this, I'm going to get 8 for my numerator and 3 for my denominator. 3 goes into 8 2 times, which 2 times 3 is 6, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So we have 2 left over out of 3. Okay, so I know this one is leaking 2 2/3 gallons per hour. All right, so let's take a look at pool B. Now this one is 3/4 of a gallon in 20 minutes, right? It takes 20 minutes for it to leak that much. Now, again, I want to convert my minutes to hours. So 60, which is an hour, 60 minutes, if I divided that by 20, that would be 3, right? So this is actually 1/3 of an hour. 20 minutes is 1/3 of an hour. So that's what my unit rate is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go 3/4 divided by 1/3. Now again, I'm going to multiply to the reciprocal, right? I want to flip this side to 3 over 1, because that's the reciprocal. 3 times 3 would give me 9. 4 times 1 on the bottom would give me 4. So we have 9 over 4. And this is the same as 2 and 1/4, right? And that would be gallons per hour. So when we compare these, I have 2 2/3 and 2 1/4. So which one would be bigger? Or not bigger, but which one is going at a faster rate? The 2 2/3 is a bigger number than 2 1/4. So that's the faster rate. So pool A is actually leaking at a faster rate. All right, guys, so that's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, don't forget to click the like button. Let me know it was. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so that way you're getting notifications whenever I do post these videos. I appreciate you guys watching this. Please, please, please don't forget to submit your work. All right, as always, you guys take care.